I've been asked, and how did you get so many scholarships? Like, what did you do? How did you get all this money and you didn't even apply for Fafsa? Guess what? It's all in here. The answers to your questions are about to be answered. So stay tuned and you're gonna get those answers right now. Hey guys, it's your girl Josie Days back at it with another video. So this time around I'm gonna go ahead and do something a little different. I haven't really done anything like this on my channel, but this is what I actually want my channel to focus on, at least an aspect of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the secrets to how I was able to get so many scholarships my senior year of high school without Fafsa. I didn't apply for Fafsa, but I still got these scholarships, and it was great. I was really happy. I wasn't eligible for Fafsa at the time, so it was really nice to have these scholarships to help me pay for my college. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, first thing first, you matter, okay? You matter. Your success matters. So that's why I'm wearing this You Matter University by Demetrius. So shout out to him. And yeah, so let's get it started. So first up, I need to let y'all know that this video is going to be divided into two sections. It's still going to be in the first video. So the first section is going to be, I'm just going to let you know how to be a competitive applicant for the scholarships that you will be applying for. And then the second sections will be focused on where exactly to look for these scholarships. So first thing first, you need to build your resume. So building a resume is actually very important because how are you going to apply for these scholarships if you don't have a resume to show what you've been doing? So building your resume is essentially participating in lots of different things, whether it's in school or out of school. And I will be more than happy to do a separate video on how to build your resume from the ground up. Yes, so that's it. So number 2 would be participating in extracurricular activities. So that would be giving back to your community any way possible. So that can be anything out of your school. It doesn't have to be just out of your school. You could participate in school sports, for example. That's an extracurricular activity. So that would be school sports. And then out of school, there's so much stuff, like so much more stuff that you could do to put on your resume, and also to just build your character as a person. It's very nice and very essential. As for myself, I did so many stuff. I feel like I have to pull up my resume to look into it. So some more examples of some extracurricular activities, like I was saying, would be stuff in school. Like it would mostly be school sports, in my opinion, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say school sports. And out of school, there's so many stuff, y'all. So many stuff. For example, I per se was in my church choir, so I was in the church choir. I was an intern at my church, and I helped one of the county council run his campaign. So I was helping with his campaign. I was a participant in his campaign, and I learned so much through it. We did canvassing, so much more, and I can honestly say I made some great connections from it, because still to this day I speak to him. I speak to some of the people that were running it. So it's really great, y'all. Like being a part of your community is really nice, and being a part of your community is not just about building a resume or having something to put on your college application, but it's actually very beneficial to yourself. It helps you learn a lot. It helps you grow as an individual. It's very, very beneficial overall. So number 3 would be joining clubs. So joining clubs is essential because it does make you stand out from other students, because it's a distinctive attribute for when you apply for colleges. And it's not just about joining clubs, but also carrying leadership roles in these clubs. For example, I was part of Minority Scholars Program, but I wasn't just a member, I was the president, and I really worked hard for that leadership role, and I was able to get it. And another example was Key Club. I was in Key Club, but I wasn't just a regular member. I was the social media advertiser per se. And then another thing was ambassadors. I was not just a member for ambassadors. I was an ambassador officer. So I had 10 people that I was in charge of. as an ambassador officer. There was about 6 of us per class. So out of my class of 2019, I was one of the people who was an ambassador officer for my class, which is really great to say too. But so having these leadership roles in these clubs also serve as a distinctive attribute for college applications and also for jobs in general. It's good to see that you weren't just a member, but you carried on that leadership role. You took matters into your own hand and made sure that your voice was heard. Not that the other members don't have their voice heard, but you are like in charge of helping them get their voice heard. So that's pretty important as well. All right, number 4 is joining your school's honor societies. So that would be the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society. I know there's a lot of them, I think.
Yeah, history, French.
Thank you for interrupting my video. That's just great.
Sorry.
I get it. So, okay, so like I was saying, joining your school's honor societies, there's a lot of them. There's, I'm gonna say those that I know I was a part of anyway. I'm gonna look at my laptop because I have my resume in front of me. So I know there's the National Honor Society, there's a Science National Honor Society, there's a French Honor Society, World Language Scholars, and then there's just the General National Society of High School Scholars. I'm sure a lot of y'all have gotten emails from them. I also joined that. There's a lot of them. I'm sure there's a lot of them. You don't have to join all of them because it really gets overwhelming to be in all those societies and have these commitments. So I would say get those that you know you can handle, find those that you know you can fit in, those that really speak to you, enjoy them. Like if you know you want to major in a science related, if you know you want to be a science major in college, then go ahead and join the Science National Honor Society. And then of course the top one is the National Honor Society. Go ahead and join that. If you know you want to be a history major, join the History Honor Society. So really join what you know would help you in the future, and then just dedicate to that. And like I said about joining clubs, it's also important to make sure you have, if you could anyway, get leadership roles in these national societies. I personally didn't get the opportunity to get a leadership role in these honor societies, but you know, if you can, definitely. But like I said, don't overwhelm yourself. If you can't handle it and then be a part of everything else that you're doing, it's totally fine. It's okay. Don't overwhelm yourself. Limit it to maybe even 3 honor societies and then other clubs if you'd like. But yeah, that's it. Number 5, very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. You got to build your GPA, because where are you going if that GPA is not good? Like, so really building your GPA, make sure you get good grades. I'm probably going to be one of the few people to say this. You don't have to take all the AP courses there is. You don't have to take all the honor classes that your school offers. You really don't have to. Honestly, take what you know you can handle, because at the end of the day, guess what? Your GPA suffers. If you know you can't handle an AP biology class, don't take it. Really don't take it, because your GPA is gonna suffer and you don't want that. Or if you're gonna take an AP bio class, make sure your other classes are like honors. And if you can handle honors, I think you can, honestly. Just AP is a lot of work. So if you were to take an AP course, make sure you don't fill your schedule of just AP courses, and really make sure you can handle it, because high school is not like college. You can't really drop a class like that, I think, anyway. And why would you get all this confused when you could just really think about it and make the right decision from the start? So yes, very important. Build your GPA. Make sure you have at least a 3.0 GPA. That would help a lot in getting these scholarships. So yeah, do that. So now that I've told you how to be a competitive applicant for these scholarships, now it's really time to let y'all know where to find these scholarships exactly. So let's get to it. So first off is making a list of the colleges that you're gonna apply to. And really, I would say to keep it to a minimal, because you also don't want to overwhelm yourself. So keeping it to a minimal, I'm gonna say 10 colleges would make it easier on you. So for this list, you should probably do 2 lists. You should do a list of your safe schools and then a list of your reach schools. So your safe schools are schools that you're probably going to get into for sure. And then your reach schools are your schools that you're like on the edge, you know. So definitely make those lists and definitely apply to all those schools, so you have an equal chance of getting in. Number 2 would be taking the time to visit each of those schools' website and really analyze and evaluate their merit-based scholarships. So you kind of get an idea of what they offer, how to meet the requirements for those merit-based scholarships. So it also helps you, so you know you're going to get those merit-based scholarships as well as other scholarships that you may apply for. So number 3, I really cannot stress this enough. You need to pay attention to your school's journal. And consistently visit your school's college and career center, because let me tell you, that saved my life. It really saved my life, y'all. Like, I was there every week of my senior year, asking our college and career lady, Miss Davis, shout out to her for guiding me so well. I was there every week asking her for scholarships that, got listed on the school journals or school newspaper. I was asking her every week what new scholarship is available. And really, I think I really developed that relationship with her to the point where she really knew me. So every time I went there, she would just give me the newspaper, highlight scholarships that she thought I was eligible for. So really visiting your college and career person is very important. Building that relationship with them, really asking them questions. So what scholarships are available this week? I really cannot stress how important this is, because I was able to get one of the biggest scholarships that my school offered from doing this, because I visited the college and career center so often that I was aware of the new scholarships that got listed. I was able to see the scholarship and apply for so many of them, and through this process I was really able to get one of the biggest scholarships that my school offered at the time, which I believe they still offer. And it was basically a scholarship offered by a family from my school. God bless them, they're really amazing people. So really visit your college and career center, ask for new scholarships, ask for the newspaper and like the scholarship paper, just so you're aware of what is listed every time it is listed. All right, so next, number 4 will be seeking scholarship opportunities listed on websites such as CAPEX and Scholarship America, etc. There's a lot of them. I don't mind listing them for you. I personally didn't apply for scholarships on these websites, but I've heard and I've been told that they're actually credible and they do actually help. So, you know what, shoot your shot. You don't lose anything, you really don't. Some of them don't even require you to write an essay. Just apply, fill out the application and submit. So go ahead, shoot your shot. You don't lose anything. All right, so another very important one would be delegate and senatorial scholarships. I literally cannot stress this enough. I really cannot stress this enough. It's so important, because as individuals and students in general, we just so often disregard that delegates and senators have an amount of money that they have designated per year to award to students through scholarships. Like, they have this money for students. All you have to do is apply for their scholarship. Most of the time we disregard this information because we simply do not know about it. Well, guess what? Now you know. So it's that time to literally go and apply for your delegates and senatorial scholarships. So it's actually very simple. All you need to do is look up your district. Once you find your district, look up what delegates are in your district. Next, literally search them up. Once you search them up, you should find their website. Get on their website, and most of them have the scholarship listed on their website. If it's not there, no worries. All you need to do is email them, and I guarantee you someone will reach out to you and send you the link to the application if it wasn't on the website. Literally, all you have to do is ask, guys. All you have to do is ask. There's money out there. All you really need to do is do your research and ask. When it comes to delegate and senatorial scholarships, the minimal amount is $500, and that is literally just the minimal. When it comes to scholarships, really don't get all frustrated, because a little goes a long way. No amount is ever too small. So just shoot your shot, apply. You will be surprised, because they will all add up and really help you in the long run. So the next point, I believe it's the 6th point, is basically this app that people don't know about. It's called Raise Me. So the name pretty much gives it away. It's basically colleges giving money to student applicants depending on simple attributes such as getting an A in English class or getting an A in French class or literally a B in your AP biology course. So you could pretty much get an additional $200 of scholarship money for simple stuff as those. All you gotta do is look up Raise Me, go on the website, simply search the colleges of your choice to see if they're part of the Raise Me community or process, and it's that simple. If your college is a part of it, chances are when you apply to that college, just provide them with your Raise Me link that's connected to your account so they may view it and see how much they owe you in scholarship based on Raise Me. So that's pretty cool. So here I am giving you my secrets, even though they're not really secrets because I am sharing them with you, and I am more than happy to do that because I had no one to show me how to do this or where to get this information when I was applying for scholarships and colleges my senior year of high school. And so it warms my heart and makes me super happy to know that I can help other people going through this period of their life, especially as some of us may get a little frustrated when it comes to applying for this process. You need to keep in mind that there's money out there and people to help. All you need to do is ask. Literally, you just need to ask and you will be helped. Literally, like the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. That's all for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment down in the section below. Add me on social media and all that good stuff, you know. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Mighty, baby, make you wild, baby, make you go.